Welcome into the Extra Point here on A to Z Sports, powered by TennesseeTickets.com. And if you need some A to Z sports gear like our pullovers, polos, short sleeve and long sleeve t-shirts, and even some A to Z sports hats, check out shop.atozsportsnashville.com. That's shop.atozsportsnashville.com. And Zach, the Preds had a tough weekend. Home and home games with the Blues on back-to-back days, Saturday, Sunday. Lose Saturday in St. Louis, have a chance for revenge Sunday in Smashville, but lose in overtime, 5-4. Tarasenko gets a hat trick, 16 seconds into the overtime period, and Ryan Johansen has a problem with it.
Yeah, it was too bad. I thought it was a very unfair drop at the end of the game where he drops the puck and my stick's not down and he's skating away like it doesn't matter. And totally impacts the game. We saw it with our game in Dallas where we win the faceoff and we can end the game. That possession to start is huge, and that's all that matters. We played our butts off and they played their butts off, and it came down to a mistake like that, and that should be addressed because that's not fair. And O'Reilly's an unbelievable faceoff guy, and I just want it to be fair, and it's too bad it ended like that.
So what do you think? Does Johansen have a point here, or is he just kind of being a crybaby like a bunch of Blues fans are saying?
No, I think he definitely has a point. It's okay to complain about something that you don't like, and that's all he was saying is that he felt like it was an unfair advantage because he was not ready. If you're not ready, it's like an NBA basketball tip. If you don't know that the ref's throwing the ball up, hard to jump, right? And it's an advantage. Now, it's more of an advantage in hockey because they play sudden death, and that's ultimately led to the demise and the loss on Sunday. So I have no problem with Johansen talking about the refs. He didn't say that was the sole reason why they lost, but it definitely was an effect.
Yeah, it definitely was. And Johansen mentioned that first possession is so key in overtime because 3-on-3, you don't know what's going to happen. You kind of control the momentum and the flow of overtime of when you can change lines versus when the opponent can change lines if you have possession of the puck. But my thing is, don't just get caught up about it. Go back, play defense, and don't allow a goal 16 seconds later. Like, react better to what happened. Yes, sure, maybe it was an unfair puck drop, but don't let that lose you the game. The Preds got 1 out of 4 points versus the St. Louis Blues this weekend. You can't allow a bad puck drop to get all your panties in a wad and allow Tarasenko to get his third goal of the game. React better. And Ryan Johansen maybe has the right to complain about it.
He does. But that's all he was doing. He wasn't getting his panties in a wad. The reason why he said that, the way that he said that to the media, is so it could trickle down to the refs so they don't do it again. It was a pay-it-forward complaint. Look, the game's over. He's not getting those points back.
I can also say, why weren't you ready? Like, why weren't you ready in the faceoff circle? Ryan Johansen's really good in the faceoff circle. Why weren't you ready to start overtime?
The ref has to understand he's got to wait for people to be ready. Like, there is some, back and forth service between the refs and the actual players in a faceoff. You can't sit there and say that it was Johansen's fault.
I don't want it to be the excuse of why the Preds lost.
It's not. It's just to make sure that in the future, because they're going to get into overtime games between now and when the playoffs start, and in these 3-on-3 situations, he needs to know the ref should wait on him to get ready. This is smart. I applaud you, Ryan Johansen. This is smart. If you've got a problem with somebody, if you have a problem with something, if you just sit on your hands and don't say anything, nothing will happen. But if you actually state something in the future, it's like those chess moves that LeBron's trying to do that you hate so much over the last several years. He says these things about Anthony Davis because he wants to play with Anthony Davis. What happens? Anthony Davis wants to trade. Now, it didn't work.
Everything comes back to LeBron.
But it makes sense. If you have a complaint, it's okay. Look, we talk about Sean Payton and that blown call for the Saints and the Rams. He handled that a lot better than I would have. I would have gone crazy.
I just think the Preds should have reacted better and not allow a goal 16 seconds after the fact. The fact that Tarasenko scored so quickly makes me think that affected their play on the ice. And that can't happen. If the Preds have goals of bringing home the cup to Nashville, you have to be better than what that was in overtime.
They do need to be better, but you know what? Probably next time when that same ref, he's going to wait and say, hey, Joey, you ready? And then that's where Ryan Johansen, I think, point is proven.
And that's today's extra point here at A to Z Sports Nashville.com.